The United States wants you to stop abusing the H-1B and L-1 visa programs, which are currently being used to actually replace the American workers. Now, is that really true? Are these programs really being violated to actually replace American workers with cheap labor or not? Well, we're gonna find out in this video, and we're gonna find out whether you should be worried about this news or not, because a lot of you have messaged me or emailed me about this news legislation introduced in the US Senate to reform the H-1B and basically stop its abuse, right? Let me actually tell you exactly what they want over here. So they have suggested three major changes over here. Number one is that STEM students should be preferred, but after American workers. So, American workers come in first. After that, they support STEM students, and after that, they support non-STEM. But pretty much, they do not want non-STEM students in the country. That's what they're talking about. But in general, what they're saying is, look, put the American workers first, then the STEM students below them, and then the non-STEM students. That should be the preference order according to these people. Secondly, the other thing they have told is that, okay, look, for every company in the country that has over 50 people, that is over 50 employees in total, they cannot have more than 50% of its people as H-1Bs. Okay, so that's a major change over here that they're asking for. They ask that, okay, look, if a company has 100 people, then it should not have more than 50 people on an H-1B. That means the rest of them should be at least, American people. They should be people with a green card. They should be people who have at least permanent residence in the country. And finally, point number 3, they have also asked for additional scrutiny authorization for the DHS, for the Department of Homeland Security, for basically anyone who is on an L1 visa. They want to basically make sure that the person on an L1 visa is not exactly replacing an American worker. He's not cheap labor. So that basically when this person comes in, they should actually carry specialized knowledge. L1 visa is about specialized knowledge that very few people in the world have. And this person should be one of those people. Otherwise, they should not be allowed to work in the US and replace the American worker. Right now, what they're saying is what happens is that companies are hiring more and more and more H-1Bs. And what they do is, okay, sometimes they also do contractual employees, so that, they would take an employee from Infosys, they would take someone from there, right? And they would basically, hire them based on a contract. And then eventually what happens is the American worker who was doing the same job for a higher pay, that person is offloaded. And this person who actually came in through a contract, or the person who is basically working on an H-1B directly for the company, this person is working at a cheaper cost basically for the company. And they basically, of course, prefer that the company does not have to pay a lot, right? So they basically replace the American worker. That's what is going on according to the people who requested this bill. Okay, now what I want you to understand here is this is just a bill right now. This is a news, this is a bill. It's not finalized, it's not a law as of now. In the past, dozens of bills like this have been introduced, and they have always failed. So you do not probably need to worry about it at this point of time, and in the future as well, it may not actually pass for the most part. Finally, if you take a look at, the entrepreneurs and the businesses that have moved to the United States, they're moving from all over the world. Okay, and the people in America, the American workers, of course, they are still very little as compared to the amount of workers required to carry out the work of every single day that all of these companies want, right? So the workforce essentially has to be pretty darn big in the United States, and that's why these people are important. That's why these H-1Bs are important, and the American worker is generally not being replaced. As far as there's been a lot of reports on this, there's been a lot of research on this. They're not being replaced. It's just that they do not have enough American workers to actually finish off the job. So again, guys, do not worry about this news. It's probably not going to hurt you for the most part. And if you want more such news updates, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and you can follow me on Instagram, wherein you will find much more updates like this quickly on my page whenever you need. All right, I hope to see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye for now.